I think part of why I haven't been doing so well is because I've been trying to like put a lot of effort into developing a social media presence, you know.
I get that, yeah.
And you can't just fucking start posting stuff anywhere and expect people to
Give a shit.
give a shit, especially when like you want them to, you know.
Yeah.
And it's tough, like when like the people who actually have big social media presences, like end up doing something naturally to them, that comes naturally to them, that gets them attention, whether it's just like posting photos of themselves, you know, or like being really involved in topical issues and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like we don't post pictures of ourselves anywhere, and neither one of us is I don't know, socially involved.
God no.
With anything.
We're just a couple of really introverted homebodies.
We don't talk, and like we sometimes we don't even fucking engage, you know.
Pretty much.
And part of that Twitter thread that I made was like asking the question, like how do we make it happen when like a huge part of you know, developing presence or following or having an audience or anything like that requires like talking to people and communicating and like having that sort of energy, when it doesn't exist. Like, what are we supposed to do, you know?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a real uphill battle.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
Incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask.
I feel like I could go on all day, you know, about that shit, because it's something that we've both been dealing with our entire lives. It's not just something we encountered when we decided to
Oh no, God no.
try to make like a successful YouTube channel, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been there forever.
It's been part of our daily challenge. So then like, you know, I start putting lots of effort into like making statements and like
Special salvage I want down there.
having people like see me online, you know, and that invites,
It's hard to explain.
you know, communication, you know, or reciprocation, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean support. So
Yeah.
Sprung a trap.
so like I end up saying something that ends up being inflammatory
The dancing lights around
or like annoying to someone, and they fucking respond and they're mean and they're mad, and there's like nothing I can say.
sparked by the embers.
Nothing I can say to like convince someone to think differently or anything. So
At first,
like I'm already like
just women and coins.
I'm already like, my anxiety is already triggered by like fucking saying something online and then getting a response. And then when I see that the response is negative,
I get that, yeah.
like it fucking like,
This flash.
what's the word? Like I want to say
Water surging in.
it triggers me, but then there's also
A red light
a sort of like
from a spot
emotional and physical
near the
drainage
window.
that happens.
Water burst through.
Yeah, I could get that.
And it makes me like want to stop, you know, because like
I hope it does.
I'm stressed out
Good luck down there.
and I'm like emotionally spent, and like my body had dumped like adrenaline, you know, and like I'm supposed to like keep going, you know.
Yeah, I could definitely get that.
And you know, when I first started, doing that stuff and like getting reactions from people and like seeing that people were actually like checking out the profile or liking what I was saying.
Just showing some sort of interest.
Yeah. It gave me a little bit of a boost. But then as time goes on, that little boost, that little like dopamine dump goes away, and it's just mostly stress, and I'm mostly spent,
Damn.
So I'm like, how is a person like me supposed to keep that shit up? Other people can do that every single day.
Yeah.
Other people can write entire threads of shit and get people hating them, people supporting them, and it drives them.
Yeah, or they're just indifferent to it or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
That's called a tide ripper.
I get that.
It's called a thigh gripper.
Oh. That's called a New York style cheesecake.
It's baked.
That's a baked Alaska. It's got ice cream in it.
It's got ice cream. Oh, I guess I have to go over there. Fuck, dude.
I guess, yeah.
I have to go in that hole?
Find Puss Iden.
Find the pussy. Find it.
Find Pose Iden.
So yeah, I think really that's the biggest contributing factor to my my mental state right now. Not like medication stuff.
Yeah, I get that then. Yeah, that's definitely a
But the thing
whole
is, like,
different thing.
I don't want to give up. I don't want to like stop posting, or I don't want to like I don't know, disappear from the internet because it's difficult or something. I just want to know what to do.
Yeah, and that would be nice.
And it's weird to ask that.
Yeah. And God knows I don't have an answer by any means.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, if you did, you'd be the one doing the fucking Twitter and getting people to like pay attention to us or whatever.
Pretty much. Like, obviously, it's been hit or miss, obviously, lately, but I was, again, like yesterday, I was doing stuff on Reddit and getting some more stuff on there and whatnot. And then some of the threads, when you have to respond to people, I had a comment today, but it was just like, oh, thank you for liking the video. So I was like, you're welcome. Like, there wasn't really anything I could really do with that.
Yeah.
So that's the other part of it too. Even when you try to engage and you don't get anything back, then you can't really move forward with it.
And I think at that point, that like starting conversations is going to be something that needs to happen,
Yeah.
Which is like a big thing for either one of us, is like initiating, because
Pretty much.
it's tough, man.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird, like bringing up this topic, because it's one thing just to talk about the difficulties we have, like socializing, having, I don't know, being asocial, but also having social anxieties. It's another when you put it in the context of like wanting to be a YouTuber,
Yeah. It's not like we're just going out to like a party or something.
Yeah. It's not just like, oh man, how do I talk to people? How do I do whatever? Because to some extent, I think that we're both capable of like, I don't know, attending a party and talking to people.
I'd like to think so.
But if you or I had to go to a fucking networking event, it would be a
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah, pretty much. Be one of those, here's my card guys. Be like, oh, hey, cool, here's my card.
Yeah.
Check me out.
And it's difficult to imagine that there are people who can do that.
Yeah.
Who are like fully capable of just going out there and like reaching out and talking and connecting and getting something from that.
That's why there's salesmen.
That's true.
Because, yeah, that's the entirety of that type of personality. Is just, I don't give a fuck. I'll just go talk to anyone. But, yeah, that's so foreign to me.
So then when oh shit, oh god. So then like, but it always, in thinking about this stuff, it always comes back to like, what do I do then? What do we do? What can we do?
Yeah.
What can we do if we don't have the skills necessary to accomplish what we want? You know?
Exactly.
And I guess what some people would say is like develop the skills, you know?
Yeah, there is that, I guess. But that seems like a whole other thing of like, well, where do you start and all that kind of shit. And
Yeah, exactly.
how do you actually develop it? That's why we just need like a third person with the opposite type of personality here just to handle all that shit for us.
Yeah. And it's and we don't have that, you know?
Exactly.
Because the people we do have in our lives aren't fucking salespeople.
No.
They're not like bombastic extroverts who love to like connect and shit.
No, yeah, they're all pretty much exactly like us.
I don't know. James is pretty opposite of me, but he also doesn't have that sort of personality. He likes
Yeah, that's
he likes
true.
to talk to people, but he's not a fucking networker.
Yeah, there's definitely still a difference there for sure. Anna's kind of the same way. Like, she can easily talk to people and get involved in like a conversation. She has some outward or outgoing aspects, but like, again, not a networker, not the kind of person to ever, I guess, go out of her way to kind of start a conversation like that to like promote something usually.
Oh, I think a point that I was trying to make is that sometimes I feel guilty just even talking about this because it feels like I'm just complaining about something, you know, just complaining. Like I'm just being like a crybaby about like being an introvert.
I guess. I don't think it comes off that way, but
But yeah, I hope it doesn't.
maybe that's because I'm the same.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a matter of interpretation, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that in like expressing myself like this and showing like a little bit of vulnerability, that I might be met with some compassion, and that maybe, I don't know, maybe someone could offer to help.
That'd be nice. I would definitely be open to accepting that.